What's good, y'all? Sweetie Bees, welcome back to the Best of Friendos channel. You know what it is. And yeah, man, today I want to do something a little bit different. Okay? I want to take y'all back to a better time. Back to a better me before I became a B-list celebrity. Before I started calling, you know what I'm saying. I want to take y'all back to 2016. What happened in 2016? Drake, views, high school, junior year. Also, I'm gonna, pin that, we're gonna be on some competitive today and on PC with it. See how that goes for us. But yeah, I want to take us back to a better time. 2016, I was just reminiscing, you know? In 2016, a lot of stuff happened for me, you know? Obviously, we had Drake, I just felt like 2016 was just amazing vibes all around from 2016 up to 2019. But for me personally, 2016 was like the year that like I started just blossoming into the person that I kind of am today. And obviously, all of us we're all just on a roller coaster of life. We have our ups, we have our downs, you know. We bring it around town, and just, you know, no, it's not a straight line. It's not a bisected line. It's not a line into infinity. But you know, like, we're all constantly growing as people, and I feel like in 2016 was the year that I really decided kind of the general idea and direction of the type of person that I wanted to be. And that was the year I tried to, like, you know, start molding myself kind of into that general shape, you know? And yeah, bro, just like, man. So 2016, that was junior year for me in high school. And y'all don't know this about me, but I used to be a very, very introverted little boy. Like, very, like, emo, depressed little jit, you know? And it's so interesting because if you were to act, like, I still remember that core person of who I am or who I used to be, like, inside. Like, I will always remember who that person was. So I'm always gonna think of myself as, like, that's like the base of who I am. But nowadays, I'm like kind of proud about this fact. Is if you were to ask anybody, like, if they thought I was introverted or extroverted, they'd be like, that nigga, him? He's the most extroverted person in the room most of the time. And it's I'm just so proud of it, because if you were to ask some of my closest friends who know me since I was a child and we grew up together, they would tell you, bro, I wish Zay was here. If Zay was here, he could tell you personally, bro. I used to be the quiet kid, the emo kid in the corner, wearing all black, hoodie on, listening to death metal, bro. Listening to death metal in the corner. And I just remember, like, in 2016, bro, so much happened. Because I remember it was one specific time. I remember there was one specific point in my life where I was just like, I'm gonna make the conscious effort to be extroverted, to learn to talk to women, to, like, friends are just gonna fall into my lap. Like, I have to go out and make my own friends, you know what I mean? So I remember there was one time specifically where I just threw myself into a situation, and I just walked up to a group of people, a group of girls actually, and I was just like, well, before that, I was just doing exactly that. Before that, I was like, all right, I just went on Instagram, and I remember I was like, I just slid into like so many girls DMs. I gotta teach myself to get better at talking to women. The only way to do that is by practice. So I was just like, okay, boom. I ain't tell nobody this until I started talking to people who would eventually be in the same circles as me. But I was on Instagram like, okay, boom. I'm just looking like sliding in DMs. Alright, boom, boom. Alright, that failed. That worked. That failed. And that failed. Alright, so what did I learn from this? I'm just like teaching myself to not be awkward. And the more women I talk to on Instagram, the more confidence I gave myself in just like texting and just talking to people. And then it got to in person, and I was like, I remember I was at a big event in my little culture. I was at a big event, and I remember there was this one girl there. She was just beautiful, and I was like, all right. I seen her from like literally across the room, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk to this girl. And during a little intermission or whatever, I just went up to her and I was like, hey, my name is so and so. What's your name? And then we started a conversation, and lo and behold, she was super cool. I got her number, and we just like genuinely turned it into a big friendship that actually ended up being a big part of my development actually for like the next few years. And I feel like that is kind of one of the things that started off my journey for real. And so I say all of that to say that yeah, bro. I just was looking back on my little journey. But yeah, man, like y'all let me know. Have y'all ever like what's a time in your life, or what's something that you found in y'all's life that you realized that you wanted to change, and like what's some of the hard steps you had to take, or some of the big things you had to change to reach our goals or better yourselves in some way? I'd be very interested to hear that. No. You're done. Look at that. Oh, I'm out of there. Nah, I'm getting away from that. Get the tank. Okay, that tank is down too. You don't play it, Phil. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. Oh, bro. I don't know. I just was kind of feeling like the golden age of YouTube was also kind of during that time. Like during 2016, I really got into YouTubers like Wolfie. I think it was It's Wolfie. Dave So Comedy. Like that whole little group of people, Jad, Wolfie, all of them. I was really obviously Corey Kenshin and Dashi and just a whole bunch of people. I was also really getting into like Barbo Brigade. That's when I started going to the gym heavy. Was just working out at home before I started going to the gym. Eating right. I had cut out all pop, all juice, all sugary drinks, and I had really got into like LaCroix. And I was drinking LaCroix exclusively and water with lemon. And then every now and then I would go to Taco Bell and get a Baja Blast, and that was my only cheat meal was Baja Blast and Taco Bell for real. Besides that, I was drinking only water. I had went vegetarian for a second. You know, it was just a great time. I felt good. I was looking good. And, you know, it was just a great time. It's something I want to get back to. But yeah, bro. I think this all came from me rediscovering a YouTuber I used to watch named McQueen, Omega McQueen or whatever it is. No. And I used to really be into him for real. Like that was really like I was really like watching him heavy. And yeah. Postpartum. And yeah, bro. So I just kinda wanna get back to that. Like I know YouTube changed a lot. I know obviously, you know, as time goes on, YouTube changes, the viewership changes, and you know, just a whole bunch of changes. But I just feel like that was a golden age. Like everything was just like that summer was beautiful. So I just kind of want to get, you know, kind of back right for this summer. I'm gonna really get back on my stuff for real. I'm trying to get on my content creator grind. I'm trying to get on my, you know, just my fitness grind. And yeah, just all of that. Bro, don't even get me started on a gaming. Like, we used to have a whole crew. We was all playing Destiny and Overwatch 1. We had a whole clan called the Lit Boys. And it was just fire, bro. It was amazing. It was just a golden age, bro. Everything was just perfect. So, I'm gonna really bring that back for real. I'm gonna try to give you guys that same energy. Like, recreate that same type of vibe that we used to have. Because all the homies still be on the game. You know what I mean? Whoa. Okay, their healer is down. Tank is down. Alright, she's down. Where they come from? They come from... Where they come from? Up there. Oh, it's over. No, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. Yep. You're not getting a chance. You should die first. You should die first. You should die first. You should die first. There we go. Where is the reset? She's still back here fighting? Bruh. Can y'all help me? Thank you. Golly. Alright, that should be a dub. There we go. There we go. That's a dub. Let's go. I still could play the game when I kept the whole team alive. With my ult. Nah, his ult was also crazy. Yup. But yeah, bro. One of the things I want to do, I want to talk about when we shoot our podcast, because the podcast is coming on this channel as well. It's just the I don't even know if I want to talk about this before I talk. I'm gonna say a couple of my points here, and then whenever I get Zay or whoever else who wants to be on, bro, I keep seeing, because I listen to a lot of podcasts in my daily life, right? And I keep seeing a whole bunch of people talking about the aliens in Miami at that mall. And if you listen to the accounts of the people, they're talking about how they've seen like 9-foot tall shadow figures that was glitching and stuff. Like in the mall, everybody was running, and then they're trying to cover it up, saying that it was like teenagers fighting, I guess, with fireworks. And there was 300 cop cars around that mall. Like, there's no way you can cover that up. 300 cop cars, and then people, like, I feel like people want to try to brush it off like it's not, like, just trying to skate past it. But you can't really, when you think about it, it's too big. 300 cop cars showed up to that mall, bro. So from what I've heard, you know, there was just multiple people talking about how there was just this, like I said, some people said it was a portal that opened up or whatever, and there's these 9-foot tall shadow figures that's glitching through the mall. So I'm like, all this stuff for real. But the alien and like the little conspiracy theories, I find it interesting. But yeah, bro, it's like, what's happening? Is solo leveling happening? Are we about to get a gate break? Are we about to get hunters? Am I about to get my powers? Like, is the game about to open up in Miami? Like, what's going on? That can't all happen when solo leveling starts airing. Like, what are we talking about? But let me know in the comments, like, do y'all think aliens exist? I mean, me personally, I feel like I don't know. Anything is possible. In the past couple of, like, few months, I've just been opening myself up more and more to conspiracy theories. Especially just in recent years, and since it's been confirmed that things that have been taught to us as just facts and factual information are just simply not true or disproven. Like, it's been taught to us with such conviction that this is real, and we're looked at as dumb if we disagree, right? Like, prime example, in America, just Christopher Columbus and how we got to this country. And then you find out that that's not even how we got here. And so many things actually happen as just blatant lies. They're just like, oh, my bad. And then they just don't, like, either change in the history books, or they just don't care to change in the history books. Or some of the things that they're trying to now teach in schools that are opinion at best, and that they're now trying to teach as factual information. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't, like, have all of that stuff happen and then not question not at least be willing to question things, when so many things are coming out as, you know, not factual information. That's kind of where I'm coming from now. Like, I have a really interesting theory that I'm choosing to accept as complete factual information, and I'll tell y'all in just a second after we win this encounter. Well, did not mean to do that. That's crazy. Alright, the tank is over here, y'all. Come on now. Oh, that's a dub for real. Yes, sir. Alright, so what my personal conspiracy theory is, and it actually stems from just some factual information, or nowadays factual information that we do know, and actual facts about the current state of sciences and just what we know so far. So what I think it's about dinosaurs. My theory is about dinosaurs and the existence of dragons, right? Because me personally, I'm a fantasy nerd. I love fantasy. I love all of that. But and this actually stemmed from just me listening to them talk about another conspiracy theory about the pyramids, which, using the same logic, also what applies to this theory. And I'll get into the other one in a second. But almost got my soul snatched, and I'm not trying to do that. Not today. So my theory is that the dinosaurs were actually okay, hold on. My theory is that the dinosaurs were actually dragons, right? I'm gonna just get that out the way. And here's why I think that. Right? Oh shoot, I couldn't phase. Anyways, here's why I think that. I think that the dinosaurs were actually dragons because scientists have already come out and said that the most popular dinosaur that they, again, taught to us as facts was the T-Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? But they came out and publicly said that that's not even what it looks like. That's just what they think it looks like, and those aren't even the real bones or how the bones would have fit together, right? And that's one of the most popular dinosaurs that we know, right? And that was just a lie. But those bones still exist, just not in that supposed order, right? I really wish that we had the team with those. That's really crazy. Wow. But yeah, so if we know that those bones exist, right? But the thing that makes this so believable to me is that how is it possible, right? From ancient times, from as far back as we can find of civilized people, right? And the thing is, it's not just, why am I stuck on this, bro? The thing is, it's not even just one set of people. It's not like it's just Asian people that believe in dragons. It's people all over the world that all have depictions of dragons in writings and pictures all over the world, right? How is it possible, therefore, for all of them to have seen dragons in a time frame before the internet, before they even knew that these other types of people existed on the other side of the planet, for them all to have seen these dragons at the same time, right? It's not possible, because they had to have seen something. Freak out wasted that. And so, with that being said, right, if we already have so much evidence that we think that some giant reptilian thing that looks like a dinosaur existed, that flies, right, that none of us have ever seen, but we have these bones of them, right, that don't even fit together, and now they're coming out and saying that now dinosaurs are more akin to flying creatures like birds. Why then is the concept of dragons so far-fetched if we already can believe that these giant reptilian creatures existed before we ever even seen them? But if you say that you think a dragon exists, they'll look at you like, oh, that's fantasy, that's make-believe. Why would you ever think that? But we can clearly sit here and believe and think that a dinosaur would exist. That's just as far-fetched in theory. You know what I'm saying? So that's my theory, all the way. And then too, if you want to bring in the religious aspect of it, in the Bible there is a whole passage about a reptilian creature that flies and that breathes fire. It's in the Bible. Now I don't know about you, but if you think about what's a reptilian creature that flies and breathes fire? So it's too much actual circumstantial evidence that I've seen to not believe that dragons existed. Oh, you tried it. He trying to hook me. Now, if you want to talk about the other conspiracy that I kind of based mine off of, it was off of the pyramids. Now, with this one, this is what I heard in a different podcast, so I can't really tell you, if this is even like real or not. But alright, come on now, push forward. There's one down. There you go. Is off of the pyramids, right? So in this one, they were saying, I think they even said this was fake, but even still, it's still I feel like it kind of holds a little bit of weight. Predicted rank bronze too. Take it. Now, back to what I was talking about. The conspiracy theory is about the pyramids, right? And it's about how, again, back since ancient civilized times. Now, me personally, before I heard this, I thought that the pyramids were only in Egypt. That's the only thing you hear about is the Egyptian pyramids, But apparently, there are pyramids in other parts of the world, like all over the world. I didn't know that. Now, even just off of that, right? Let's just take that part. The fact that there are pyramids all over the world. And it's already a wonder because... Actually, let's look this up before I even say something stupid. Pyramids. All over the world. There are thousands of pyramids around the world, including more than 100 in Egypt. Double that in Sudan, the Middle East, and China. The Americas have more pyramids than the rest of the world combined. Interesting. I know that. Okay, so anyways. So, the fact that there are pyramids all over the world, right? All at the same time. And nobody knows how these pyramids were built. But again, back in ancient times, how did all of these people know to build these pyramids? And they were all supposedly said to be for religious reasons, to something to correlate to the stars, apparently. My thing is, how is it that back then, before there was the internet, before there was any way for these people to get in contact or meet these other people in the world, how would they have all known to build the same thing? This same thing though. And why? You know what I mean? So that point translates over to my first point, because again, these people all over the world, they can't all have seen dragons and paint them and depict them in all of their literature and their writings and their scrolls, right, at the same time, and it not have been a real thing. Especially when we know that there were flying reptilian creatures. So, in my opinion, dragons for sure existed, and I would hear no debate on that. That's my head. Oh, let's go! Let's go! I did my thing. I did my thing. I did my thing. I did my thing. Like, say what you want. I did my thing, bro. But yeah, bro. So all in all, that's all I gotta say today. I got a little look into my mind. Just a little peep show of what I be thinking about sometimes. I really be wanting to start a whole segment just about Remy's random thoughts, cause I just be thinking, you know. I really just be thinking, and some of the stuff I've been thinking about just be wild, funny, and hilarious. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments, really though. Cause I know I'm not the only one, and I know for a darn fact, I'll tell you this for free, I'm not the only conspiracy theorist or the only low-key conspiracy theorist. So just let me know, like what's some of y'all wildest conspiracies, and we'll talk about it on the next episode, the next video actually. So yeah, let me know right here in the comments below what y'all think the y'all wildest conspiracy is. And yeah, it's been Swifty Beats. It's the best of friendos. And y'all stay true.